But bro is back. He's back. He had to go to the bathroom because Pinky had to go pay. Nigga.
I had to
Sometimes
duke
you
it.
got to go pay.
I
You
had to
know,
duke it,
damn,
man.
he
I
had
had
to
to
drop
duke
it.
it. Yeah, man.
Hey,
10 pounds lighter.
and sometimes we got to do that too.
Don't laugh, motherfucker, because you in there doo-dooing too. I bet you doo-dooing watching this video.
Oh God, bro. So like, man, you got any other worlds in the works, man? You know what I'm saying? That we might need
Yeah,
to know
actually,
about
man, I
something.
got one. It's called, now this is butter. It's not club butter, it's butter. Now I got one dropping this fall called Club Sugar. This mother, man, listen, this ain't shit compared to sugar.
Man, what?
Man, sugar is gonna be off the hook.
Like sugar.
And you gonna have
Yeah.
cinnamon later? You wanna make a club cinnamon?
We never know.
Because all these ingredients that you use are ingredients that go on sweet potato. I just noticed that.
Everybody
Butter.
loves food.
Oh God.
Okay, so I got my name. Everybody wonders how I got my name. You know, it's a double entendre. You know what I'm saying? Like, I like guns. My gun go yam. So, hey, I'm Mr. Sweet Potato because I yam. You feel me? But if a lady asks me, you can already guess where I'm going with that. So yeah, man, that's the origin behind my name, man. My mother used to call me Sweetheart, then it turned into Sweet Potato. You know how when a nigga give you a nickname and stick with you for the rest of your life,
It just stick.
it just stick.
Yeah, man. I'm already knowing, man. So shit, man.
Mm-hmm.
Say
And
he
my
rolling along.
brother's 42. His name is Bucci.
His name what?
We call him Bucci.
Bucci.
Bucci, yeah. I'm telling you, when a nigga give you a nickname, it's gonna stick.
What's the origin of that? Motherfucker just said it one day.
He was, you know, when you a baby, you know the grown ups give you a name and you just come up with it.
Oh yeah, man. Look, mine's man. I don't even know if I want to tell y'all this. Oh God,
How did I get drunk?
my nickname as a baby is Mamby,
Bambi.
but I will never, ever use that shit.
You must have started walking early and started.
I know it now.
You must have some skinny legs.
Just call me Mambies, man. I'm like the fuck. I'm like why, bro? Like,
Mambies
out of all
or
things,
Bambi?
Mambies, yeah, Mambies with an M. You know what I mean? I'm just
So,
like
are y'all familiar with the New Wapians?
the what?
The New Wapians. Okay, just Google Dr. Malachi Z. York. I grew up in the movement. It's safe to say it was a cult. You feel me? You know, once we found out he was a fraud, you know, it was a devastation type of deal, you know. But so yeah, I'm an ex-Nuwapian, bro.
Okay.
Shit. That's what's up, bro. Sure. You know, yeah, you see, learned a lot more about him, didn't you? The bro is an activist.
Right. So you know, this is where I learned to separate the message from the man. You know what I mean? So, you know, like you look at the great honorable Elijah Muhammad. You know what I mean? Dirty motherfucker, but a great message. Same with Dr. York. You know what I mean? That's where I learned all my divine studies. Got all my divine studies, but he's not a good man. He's locked up for 130 some years for rape.
Damn, how do you lock a motherfucker up for 130 years?
Well, you know, it's hearsay because you know it's not proven that he raped anybody. You know what I mean? He's a black leader. You know, he started a movement. He migrated from New York to Georgia, Macon, Georgia. If you ride through Georgia and you see that pyramid, that's the New Wapians pyramid.
Oh shit.
They hit him over the head with a bunch of federal charges, and he had a rape account. But you know, rape is not a federal charge; it's a state thing. So they locked him up. It was crazy. You got to Google it. Are you familiar with Brother Polite?
I've heard of him.
Okay, yeah, he's a Nuwapian.
Say he the new cat. You know what I mean?
No, he's just from the lineage, bro. Just from the you know, from the family. You know, the divine study. See, basically, you know, he teaches us about the you know, the beginning. You know, which was the Anunnaki, the Sumerian, ancient Sumerian. They give us the detail about that. Then, you know, 1,000 years later comes the Egyptian or the Kemetic civilization, and you know, it's all, you know, it's a whole lineage. You know what I mean? So it's a, you know, it's a deeper understanding in the Bible because, you know, in the Bible it says in the beginning, not at the beginning. You know what I'm saying? So you got to realize that Abraham, who Yahweh talked to, was a Chaldean. He was from Mesopotamia. They had a different thing. That's why Yahweh is not. See, the first name for God is Elohim, and that's a plural word. It says Elohim created the heavens and the earth. It's not until you get to Genesis 3 that you get to a Yahweh. Yahweh comes from the lineage of El. El was the father. You feel me? So when you look at it, these names, you got Enki and Elil, the Anunnaki. Anu was the first Anunnaki, the children of Anu. You got Enki and Elil. You know what I'm saying? This is where these stories derive from. And then you got the Book of the Dead, or the Book of the Day coming forth, where you got Osiris, Isis, Horus, Set, Ra, all of that. It all ties in together. It's just the same shit under different different ethnicities.
Under different terminology.
Right, and that's where your Greek mythology comes from Egypt. You know what I'm saying? Like you got Thoth, but then in Greek you got Hermes. You know what I mean? So I mean, it all connects. You know what I mean? So you get a deeper understanding. You get a deeper understanding in the creation story of Judaism, of the Anunnaki. So basically, what we learned is, okay, put it this way: every creation story has a flood, right? In every creation story, man comes from mud, dirt, clay. What color is blood, dirt, and clay? It's brown, right? So they let you know you're original man. Darker the skin, goddamn deeper the roots. That's real shit. But it's a rabbit hole, man. It's something I can't explain in one sitting. You know what I mean?
I'm already knowing, bro.
But yeah, I mean that's a little glimpse of what I grew up with, and grew up believing in all of that shit.
You know what I'm saying? To quote Mr. Eddie Griffin, you know what I'm saying? My man was like, said, the Christians say it's God, you know what I'm saying? Muslims say it's Muhammad, you know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck what they say. Did you get the message?
Right.
It's all about the message, you know what I'm saying? That's a beautiful thing, man.
So yeah, after that, after that, I kind of took it into my own hands and did a little my own scholarly research. I've been around the world and on my own leisure. I've been to Africa, I've been to Egypt. I mean, I've been to Ghana, I've been to Egypt, Sierra Leone. I'm just seeing shit for myself. You know what I'm saying?
How is it in Africa, man? I ain't never been out there.
It's got its spots, man. It got its spots. Ghana's beautiful. You know what I'm saying? It's like one of those communities. You drop your wallet, motherfucker will beat everybody down trying to get your wallet down. You know what I mean? Just peaceful. You know what I mean? A lot of people be like, oh, the Africans don't like us. They don't like a black American. That's not true. I was welcome back, brother. You know what I'm saying? They didn't know until they see the tattoos and open on the mouth.
Damn,
Welcome back, brother. Right. And then going to Luxor and seeing the pyramids, and going to Giza and seeing the Great Pyramids and shit, and come to find out the pyramids are double the age they think it is. Man didn't make pyramid. You know what I'm saying? The pyramid is a big battery. It's a whole study behind it, man. It's hard to believe because we've been taught one thing, and you got to unlearn that shit and look through shit through a different eyes. The slaves didn't build the pyramids. I mean, there's records, archaeology record. They have divorce records. They did. There's nothing new under the sun. You feel me? Yeah. Basically, the pyramid is nothing but a big Tesla coil. If you're familiar with the Tesla coil, Nikola Tesla, he made the wireless energy, and then Edison kind of like marketed him out of the business. So it's nothing new under the sun, man. They had it's a way of manipulating frequencies, just like we do it with conduits and wires and chips. They did it with crystals. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that shit's deep, man.
Right. It's just you got to look at things. You got to take everything in and get the sum of it. What makes sense?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You got to be open-minded.
Open-minded, exactly. There's 9 apocryphy. Books that's not in the Bible, that's a part of the Bible that's supposed to be canon. Like you got the Book of Enoch, and if you really read into it, it's about angels and demons coming down, but coming down from the heavens. That's where aliens come from as well. You feel what I'm saying? So we can call them guys, and we can call them aliens. You know what I'm saying? You know, we can call a rose by any other name, but it smells just as sweet. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah. So I think back then they looked at the sky. They called the sky heaven, and a lot of
Yeah,
terminology
exactly.
when it comes
That's
to
it.
religions going around. They said the sky was the heavens. So
Right.
you
You
know what I'm
know,
saying. A lot of that stuff, I think it's misinterpreted now. You know what I'm saying? Because people use today's
right. I mean, because you know,
terminology.
English is not
You
the
know.
original language.
Oh yeah.
It's Aramaic. I'm sorry, I dropped my control. It's Aramaic and Hebrew. You feel me?
Yeah.
And then when you look at it in that text, it has a whole different meaning. You know, you think you're reading a monotheistic book, but you're really reading a polytheistic book.
Hmm.
So it's a whole pantheon behind Yahweh and where he comes from, and you know the whole Neberu, Planet X deal, stuff like that. You know,
Oh yeah, man. That's some hella fine shit, man. Now got a brother over here thinking now. What's going on?
it's a rabbit hole, man. It's a
Sure.
rabbit hole.
I'm already knowing.
And you know, to learn, you know, when I had to unlearn this westernized mindset and go back to African spirituality. You know what I'm saying? So my train of thought, that's why I claim I'm Kemetic. You know what I mean? It's not that I
Yeah.
worship Ra or I worship Horus or anything. It's my train of thought. It's my school of thought.
Just look at things a little differently. You
Yeah,
know
I
what
look
I'm
at things a
saying?
little
Because
different. So
done some research and found
right.
some
So
things out yourself.
I'm gonna give you an example. So like you got the Ten Commandments, right? Well, the Ten
Yeah.
Commandments come from a thing called the ideals of Mayat. But I'm gonna tell you the difference between the commandments and the ideals, right? The commandments say, "Thou
Yeah.
shalt not, thou shalt not." The the confessions tell you, "I will not, I have not." It's taking more accountability. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So, like as a preacher, you know, "Thou shalt not." Well, what about you? You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And
Kind
you know,
of
and I also have
twist
a
it up a
problem
little
with
bit.
that. I have a problem with that because these preachers go to theology school, theology college, and learn everything that I'm talking about. They teach them about Baal, they teach them about Ra, they teach them about Anu, they teach them about how they the Paneha Indians. You learn all this theology, but you come out and you still sell Jesus, and you want
Yeah.
to call yourself Christians, but then you got to think about it. Think about think about what the Christians have done to become in power. The Crusades was awful. There's so many battles in the name of Jesus. So to call yourself a Christian, man, y'all, wow.
Yeah. That's
You know what I'm
because
saying? It doesn't mean what you think it means.
yeah. Me
Mm-hmm.
personally, man, you know what I'm saying?
I,
The
I'm,
way
I
I
was
look
saying
at
you.
it
I'm just,
is that I know what you were saying. I was like, a lot of that stuff was passed down. So people are just believing the people
well,
before
yeah.
them who believe
It was a
the people before them who believe the
it
people
was
before them. And
a survival
nobody's
tactic for my
taking the
ancestors.
time to do their research.
Yeah,
Hmm?
it was a survival tactic for my ancestors. I mean, you're safe if you convert to Islam. You know what I'm saying? They can't enslave it. You know, they got laws where you can't enslave it. You know, Islamic can't enslave in Islam. So, you know, you got over in West Africa, these nations or these people are converting. You know, where they come from Ifa. Ifa is one of the oldest religions on this earth. You know what I'm saying? It's the other side of voodoo. And voodoo is not voodoo, it's voodoo. It wasn't until it came to Haiti in America where it was hoodoo and voodoo. See, it's we have a over here in
Mispronounced.
Western, we have a fucked up sense of concept of good and evil. We gotta realize that evil is necessary. It's fucked up that it's saying, but it's necessary because
It is.
life is a duality. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Um, when you create dark, when you create light, now there's dark.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Where you go up, then there has to be a down.
For that to be a left,
Right.
there has to be a right,
there has to
and
be a
so
right. So
forth.
for us to be good, there has to be
It
an
has to be a
evil.
bad. Yeah.
Right. A negative, and it's negative, not bad. Negative. Let's go with that word because negative and positive energy is required. You can't have positive energy without the negative energy. I can't charge this phone up without the negative and positive prones. Like same with the car.
For sure, man.
For
Hell
sure.
yeah. I think the best way to describe it was like I told a cat, I'm like, if you was born in a room full of light and you was in there your whole entire
Mm-hmm.
life, how would you know what darkness was? You know
Until
what
that
I'm saying? If
motherfucker go
nobody
off.
ever came in and turned the light
Mm-hmm.
off, you wouldn't know what
Right.
it was. You just
Right.
think that life was just light. That brings a different perspective
I'm
to
glad
the
you
whole
said that.
situation,
I'm
saying
glad you
that,
said
you know
that
what I'm
because
saying?
that's what I want to do. A lot of people are living in the light or the dark, and I gotta flip that switch to show them. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of shit that you've been told is a lie. It's not right.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. And I'm also into conspiracies as well, man. I'm a subscriber to the simulation theory that life isn't real. This is just one consciousness. There's one consciousness, and we all share it. So it's
Yeah.
you, Terrell. You share this consciousness that I share, but you're Terrell on your side having that Terrell experience, and I'm having this
Having
Sweet
this
Pea Aaron
experience over here.
experience. Right. So it's only one consciousness. So when you close your eyes and you dream, you travel. You traveling through through the universe. The universe is within. God
Yeah.
is always within. People look up to the sky for God, but they don't realize. Close your eyes, meditate, you'll find him. And that's the thing about
You're
God,
fine.
man. He'll let you look for him. He'll sit there right there beside you and let you look for him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Hold on.
And and when I say
One second.
God, you know what I mean? I don't want you to give that assumption. I'm talking about Yahweh, or I'm talking about
Oh yeah.
I'm talking about
You're talking about the consciousness,
the
period.
omnipotent presence. Yes, the
Yeah. The
everything, the wind, the pause in
everything.
your heartbeat. Yeah, everything. Um, the West Africans know him as Olodumare.
Yeah.
It's Olodumare. He's in from Olodumare come the seven African powers, the Orisha.
Yeah. This is
Yeah.
this is how this is what I would about it. You know what I'm saying? It's
Mm-hmm.
like, say for instance, you got this ocean, and this ocean is everything or whatever.
Right,
You
right.
take this glass, and you dip some of that ocean into the glass. You know what I'm saying? That water you just dipped in the glass,
It's still the same
that's
source.
that's soul. That's a soul.
Yeah, yeah.
No, that's spirit. That's spirit. You dip into that
Okay.
cup, that's spirit. You know what I'm saying? And say for instance, you take some dye or some Kool-Aid or something, and you change the color of it.
Mm.
That's a soul. You know what I'm saying?
Preach, nigga, preach.
That's personalizing itself. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Now, the water thinks that it's the color inside that glass, because the glass is the body.
Damn, preach,
You know
nigga,
what I'm
preach.
saying? The glass is the body, but what you really are is that ocean over there.
Mm-hmm. The part of the source.
Yeah.
Yeah, the source. You're nothing but part of the source. And I like, in the same way you said that, I like to think of it as a light. When you hold a prism up to a light and you get all these little bitty lights, it's still
Yeah.
part of the same source. It's just the individual because it's bouncing off, reflecting, and having that experience. You know what I mean? And yeah, exactly, man. You hit it right on the head. There's a study of the Ka, Ab, and the Ba, the mind, spirit, and the body. And you was right on it. I mean, I can tell you never read this book, but you were speaking on the Ka and the I and the Ba. You know what I'm saying? There's three parts to us. You know what I'm saying? There's the conscious, there's the vessel, and then there's the actual mind.
Yeah. And that stuff, a lot of that stuff is astounding, man. I ain't gonna hold you too much longer, my brother.
Hey man,
I'm so humbled
anytime,
to be able to.
anytime y'all want to chat, man, just I'm always here, man. I'm always here to support y'all. Yeah, like I said, man, y'all two of my favorite people, man. I'll do anything for y'all.
Yeah. I know you finna be on YouTube now. You can't the camera. And we finally got the assets to be able to put this stuff out there, man. So to sit here and expound on such deep conversation, man.
Yeah.
Man, it's humbling to me, and I appreciate the shit out you. But,
absolutely, man.
You know what I'm saying?
And if want to learn more, I have a Pan-African World. I have the only Pan-African World on Horizon right now.
World.
And I like to tell the story about Timbuktu. That's my favorite story.
Oh man, I love
the great
it,
story
man.
of Timbuktu. Oh yeah, man.
We can get together, have another interview, man, and go over there in the Pan-African world and expound more on these subjects. Man, I love to do that, man. But
yeah, man. Anytime, man. I thank y'all for coming out. July 17th. We having a concert here. I'm currently the preferred contractor of Mogul Mindset LLC. I'm working with a new team. They ain't doing nothing but show me love. You know what I mean? And of course, I look good, so they gonna look good. You know what I mean? So yeah, man. Shout out to them. Just be on the lookout. Follow me on Instagram, Mr.sweetp.vr, and you get a glimpse of who I am. I'm the same as I am on and off. Character don't change.
Most definitely, bro. I can down on that, man. But we are here, butter. You know what I'm saying? Talking with Mr. Sweet Potato. It's been a hell of an interview. It's your boy Terrell Pender. Of course, y'all know that tall glass of beauty, Miss 6 Foot Diva, and we are here on the Diva and Rello show.
And man, how tall are you?
I'm 6'2".
God damn, y'all some tall. I ain't standing nowhere near y'all. Y'all can stand over there.
Y'all know the slogan, man. If y'all mellow, say hey.
Hello, my nigga.